Hey guys, welcome to Personal Branding on Instagram. As of today, this is being recorded in December of 2018. So there's the potential that Instagram has updated since I have recorded this video. But for right now, this is super up to date. And so what I want to do is I want to show you some of the ways that you can begin to build your brand on Instagram. Now, understand this, that first of all, you're going to have to fall in love with Instagram, just like we all fell in love with Facebook, Snapchat, and whatever your social media is. And so there's a lot of different things you can do on Instagram, and a lot of this stuff is free, and you're able to reach your target audience specifically, but you have to fall in love with the app and not find it a nuisance. You've got to update that thing on a regular basis and just stay up with the times, okay? So I wanted to give that disclaimer because many times people get frustrated with social media, but listen, it's a free platform to make a significant amount of money and build your audience and get them onto your email list, okay? So fall in love with it. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of screen sharing during this presentation because I'm a creative and I'm a visual learner. So I feel like everybody needs visual learning. And then I also have my notes here, okay? And that's so that I don't forget anything during this training. I don't think you mind that I have my notes, okay? All right, so we're gonna go to my screen so you guys can see what's going on. And there are gonna be a few times during this training where I'll actually show you my iPhone because certain things you can do on your phone that you can't quite do on your laptop or desktop, okay? So let me go ahead and do a quick screen share, and we'll get this party started. So you'll benefit most from this training, of course, if you take notes, but also if you have your phone handy, all right? So let's kind of talk about some of the basics of personal branding on Instagram and in general. Anytime you're building a brand, you have to make sure that your name on social media is the same, right? So I'm Kenya Kelly of KenyaKelly.com, and my Instagram name is Kenya Kelly, and all of my social media names are Kenya Kelly. Why? Because if someone comes looking for me, I want them to know exactly what they need, how they can find me when they are looking for me, okay? So you want to go ahead and update that. Next thing is you want to go ahead and fill out something here, like a description about your profile. Now, it doesn't have to be full sentences or a full sentence. You have a minimum, like a maximum number that you can have there. So you just kind of want to give people a sample of you. Like you guys know, I always say I love business, branding, Jesus, and my cats. And that literally is who I am all the time. So I put it here in my bio. That way you knew exactly who I am, and it's all the same across all social medias. In addition to that, I learned that you can have one hashtag or many in your profile, but it's probably just best if you just use one, and so I use branding. Now, a lot of people, you know, when they have this section here where you can put your website or you can put your email address, they will put their websites. But what we've noticed is the more beneficial for your business is if you put your opt-in. Right? So at this time, we just finished Black Friday. So this was my link here. It wasn't going directly to KenyaKelly.com or to my agency. It was literally going directly to the sale. So no matter what, if someone had gotten to me some way, somehow, they found the link to be able to go to our Black Friday deals. So this will change when I have a new opt-in. It'll have the opt-in link here. That way, anytime anybody comes to my profile without me telling them what to do, if they click, it's going to take them to do what I want them to do, which is to opt into something that I'm giving away for free, okay? All right, so on Instagram, there are multiple ways to talk to your audience. There are multiple ways to talk to your audience. So there is the Instagram story. Let me click on that and show you my story for the day. That's us last night.
Hey everyone.
Right? And so this is my story for the day. And this all disappears within 24 hours. Here are the highlights, okay? And what the highlights are things that I have placed in my Instagram story, and I've chosen to save them. I've chosen that I want them to be here. And these never go away. okay? So if I had something amazing here and I want to have it in my story, then I would just put it underneath highlights, okay? So I have my podcast that's coming out. That's me working out. You, Me, and Jesus is my ministry brand. If you want to check out some of my branding, yada, 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 you can find it in my highlights, okay? And so this is a free way to share with your audience, okay? So don't look at it as a nuisance. Here is something that can stay forever, okay? Then you've got your timeline, okay? And with your timeline is this stuff stays there forever, okay? Until you delete it. It stays there forever. This is Instagram TV. And so these are all the different videos that I have uploaded onto Instagram TV. Now, with Instagram stories, these are 15-second clips, 15 seconds, and they delete after 24 hours. These are also 15-second clips. Why? Because they are from this, okay? These are, wait. The posts are forever, but if you post a video down here, then it's 1 minute, okay? And then Instagram TV allows you to do 10 minutes. So let's go back to that. I wrote down my notes here, okay? So what I wrote down here is that for videos, let's just talk about videos in general. If you want to post videos onto your Instagram, 15 seconds for stories, 15 seconds for highlights, 1 minute for your timeline, and 10 minutes for Instagram TV. Okay, and Instagram TV is forever. It's like YouTube for your Instagram, okay? But it's on its own app. We'll talk about that in just a second, okay? Now, in addition to that, what did I write here? Let me see, hold on. Okay, got it. All right. So that's what we talked about videos, but let me back up just a little bit. I have like I have all type of stuff that I want to share with y'all. Okay. All right. So let's go back. So first of all, we got your name, we got the email address, or we've got your opt-in, okay? The next thing for my instructions was for you to set up Instagram TV. So you need to go to your app store and type in Instagram TV or IGTV and go through the channels. That way you have it set up, because it won't show up here and it won't show up on your phone if you don't have the app downloaded, okay? So you have to download the app, log in, and set up your Instagram TV, all right? Okay. Let's see. Okay, now let's go back to the different spaces, and we're just gonna talk about videos. So the thing that you guys know, if in case you don't know, is that video is basically king right now. You know, people are enjoying 15-second videos, 30-second, 1 minute, 2 minute, and then 5-minute videos. They are enjoying them. They're able to get a lot of information on the go or whatever. And so it's very valuable that if you're building a personal brand, which means a personal you brand on Instagram, then you have to be personal on your Instagram. And one of the ways you can do that is through video, right? So let me show you a quick clip of what's going on with me today, okay? That was us last night at Lakewood seeing John Gray. A quick slip.
Ask yourself a big question.
This is me. I give tips of the day to people. And in these tips are 15 seconds and they go until I'm done, okay?
I want to. So take one quick.
Let's see.
Hey, y'all.
That's me talking about getting rid of my unibrow. That's me when I got the unibrow taken care of. Me making fun of my friends that are experiencing winter.
Hey guys.
And then me talking about this training, right? Now, here's one of the things about Instagram TV, Instagram stories, excuse me.
Hey guys.
Not only can you record videos, but I was able to put text on my video, right? In addition to that, I'm able to put a question here. Right? So I'm going to show you this. Here I am. I think I'm on my own story, but I am talking and I'm saying, I've got this amazing training I'm giving away. If you're interested, let me know. And so if they click on duh, then now I know this is someone in my DM that's interested in my free training. If they click on no, then I know they're not interested. I'll show it to you.
Really quickly, if you would be interested in getting.
So if I wasn't on my own page and I clicked on duh, then it would show me the percentage of people that said duh. If they said no, it would show me the percentage of people that said no. Okay? All right. Okay, so that's my Instagram stories, okay? I'll show you all a little bit of the highlights. So this is me in my podcast section giving sneak peeks of my podcast that's coming out January 1st, 2019, in case this is before 2019. Okay, I'll show you. Hold on. Okay, here we go. So here, all I did was I played my podcast on my computer and I recorded from my phone and had these words put on here.
Went on live stream video. I was like, this is nuts, this is stupid.
Okay.
And I had to take a risk.
Right? So that's just me recording a podcast, okay? This is me working out, showing people I'm getting my body, my life right. 50-second clip, okay? And it just keeps going. It can show you all types of things. My branding clients, whatever. You see what I mean? And so instead of me always having to post new things about branding, I just put it on the branding highlights. And if someone is scrolling me on social media and they want to see some of my work, guess what? They can just click on the branding highlight. Does that make sense? And so that is very, very valuable and free for you. Okay, the thing about your timeline is anything you post here pretty much stays forever. There's a lot of people with very beautiful images, beautiful timelines, and those are good, right? And then those that are not, mine's just basic, but both of them work. Right? And so if you're going to put something here in your timeline, then you know it's going to be there forever. So when I post food pictures, I don't post them here anymore. I post them in my story because they're going to go away in 24 hours. The things that I have posted here forever are things I want to stay forever. Like me, I was encouraging people with my Disney posts. This is some of my client work. This is me promoting our Black Friday sales and things of that nature. Okay? All right? And so understand that your timeline is for things you want to stay forever. Now, with Instagram TV, I usually do live streams on a weekly basis. I will take my live streams from Facebook and I'll put them on Instagram TV. Now, with Instagram TV, you only get 10 minutes. So if my videos go over 10 minutes, I just cut them into 2, right? So this one right here, let's see. Okay, so this is part 1, help I'm not converting. And this is where I went for 10 minutes and then, you know, we changed, right? Let me see if I can, let me go back. So that's video 1, and I put help I'm not converting part 1. And then this is help I'm not converting part 2. Right? And it's only 5 views, but it's still 5 people that watched the video, and it was free for them to watch it, okay? But of course, the more you put more time into it, effort into it, the more we will find ourselves having more people watching our videos. You see that what I'm saying? So I have content for days, right? People know exactly who I am, exactly what it is that I do, and they can find everything where? On my Instagram. Does that make sense? So this is not the place where you just want to vent or you just want to post random stuff, but this is a place where you literally can build your business, your personal business, because people buy from people that they like, know, and trust. And this is a way to get people to get to know you so they can like, know, and trust you, okay? All right. So what did I put down here? So next, I want to talk to you guys about hashtags, and then we're going to go to my phone, and I'm going to have to remove the screen share. That way you can kind of see some things going on my phones, okay? So as it pertains to hashtags, as of today, you're allowed to post 30 hashtags, okay? You're allowed to post 30 hashtags, and what has been encouraged as of today is when you write a post, right? When you write a post, that you don't post the hashtags immediately after the words, right? You hit post and then you copy and paste your however many hashtags into the next section as a new comment, right? So my recommendation to you is that if let's just say you're faith-based, right? And you're wanting people in the faith-based community to get to know you, you find your 30 hashtags that make sense and put them in your notes section. And when you're getting ready to post, you copy and paste, right? So I'll show you, for me, I have different hashtags for different things, right? So I have here, which says faith. When I'm posting something about Jesus or God or whatever, I will highlight all of these tags, okay? And I will post them. All right. So I have that for that. I have those for branding. I have things for marketing, for whatever, natural hair, all of that. Okay. So, and then if you're wondering, well, why do you do this with these little dots? Well, one of the reasons is because if you break things up to the eye, it's easier to read. If you just post a paragraph that's just like so big, people may or may not read it. Now, they may or may not read this, but this one makes it easier to read, easier to digest, okay? So I write the words and then dot. I write the words and then dot. So it's like I write the words, period, enter, dot, enter, right? And it makes it look a lot better when they are coming to read the post, okay? Hope that makes sense. All right. So you may say, well, what hashtag should you use? Well, you should come up with at least 2 of your own, okay? Like for one of my brands, Return to the Curls, one of our hashtags is Return to the Curls, but then we use other popular hashtags so that we're in the feed of other people, but we always have at least one of our own. Like one of mine is Key and Kelly, another one is If You Brand It, other one is You, Me, and Jesus, okay? All right, so now I want to go to my phone and show you all some of the things that you can do with your device, all right? Now, before we do that, I want you to understand this. Anytime you're building a personal brand anywhere, whether that's in person, it's online, it's podcast, it's Instagram, Facebook, you have to be consistent. If you're saying you're building a personal brand online, they want to see you every single day. That doesn't mean you have to be addicted to your phone or on Instagram all day. It just means that you are intentional, right? That in the morning you say something, in the afternoon you say something, and in the evening you say something. Typically, you want to make at least one post every 3 to 5 hours. And that may sound like a lot, but it's not if you prepared your content, okay? It's not. Like when I wake up in the morning, I normally give a tip of the day, right? By midday or afternoon, I will say something else. And at the night, I'll say something. I'm not there all day long, right? And you don't have to be there all day long either, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get into this, all right? So I'm hoping you guys can see this, okay? But grab your phone, all right? That way, while I'm doing this, you can see this. I tried to find some software that would let me screen share and do all the fancy stuff, but tech ate my thing, and I was like, these ninjas got cell phones. They can follow along with me on their own phones, okay? All right, so we are on the home screen of Instagram, right? Hold on, make sure you see that, okay. All right, on the home screen. And now what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to post something in our Instagram story. So what you want to do is right above your head, that's me, right above my head is a camera. You can't see it because it's white. So we want to hit on the camera. All right, and now it is preparing to take a picture, record a video, do something. There's a lot of different things you can do down here in Instagram, right? There is the boomerang effect, and boomerang is where it's like, you see people doing this, you know, like I'll show you a boomerang effect for me while we're here live, okay? So y'all just gotta kind of watch me do a boomerang. So this is boomerang. Okay, that's boomerang. You can do that, and people like that. Then, and the way you do that is when you first come to your here, it says normal. Now you can slide this. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. It's hard to do this like this. Okay, you can slide this to where you want it to go. So if I slide it to boomerang, it has that little arrow in the middle of the screen, and it says boomerang right there, and I can do boomerang there. Now I could do something like fire, right? So when I scoot it over to super zoom, I can then choose what I want it to do. So one of my favorite ones is fire, right? And I'm gonna show you what fire does. Okay, I'll show you. And it has music to it too. Now, I don't know when you would ever use that, but I use it all the time when I'm talking to people in my DM, right? But it can do a lot of different things. I do this one sometimes with my cats. Hold on, let me show you. Right? Here's this one. Okay, so it's some different little effects that you can do. You just got to kind of play around with it. Okay, now let's just say that what you really want to do is you want to record you want to type something, right? Well, you got a couple different things you can do. There's a lot more you can do, but this is just the basics. So when it says normal down here at the bottom, but you can slide it. Hold on. You can slide it to where it says type. And when you do that, some different color screens are going to come up. Like up there, it says strong for me. It may say modern or neon or typewriter. But all you want to do is keep clicking, and it's going to take you to different types of fonts. Now, let's just say right now we're on neon. If you click down here at the little purple circle, it'll change, and it'll give you whatever color background that you want. From there, you just tap here, and you can type some stuff, right? And now you've typed some stuff. And then once you're finished what you're typing, you hit the arrow button in the middle, and then you can post it to your Instagram story, right? Now, a lot of times what I will do is I will go to the strong one, and then I will click that until it turns black. And then I will say, hey, I'm training, right? So I wrote the words, hey, I'm training, but then guess what I can do? I can click on that. Hold on, where is it? Oh, hey, I'm training. I got to hit the arrow. All right, hold on. Okay, there we go. Once I hit the arrow, then those colors will pop up, and I can choose different colors for my fonts. So right now I'm going to choose pink, and that's amazing. But if I want to do something extra, I can hit the A+ up here, and look what happens. It changes, right? It does something different, right? So let's just say that I'm done there. Then I'm going to hit the word done at the top. But what if I want to add some extra effects? I want to show you some of the effects that you can do. So you see there's an X, right? Hold on, there's an X right here. There's a link right there, but then there's another thing right there. Click on that, and you'll see a ton of different things pop up, right? You can click on location, and it'll pop up where you're at. You can hit mention, and you can tag somebody. You can put hashtag, and you can put a hashtag in there. But a lot of times, I will click on the word that says GIF, GIF. And if I want to say funny, if I want an emoji or emoticon or emotion to say funny, I will just type the word funny and see what pops up. So then all these little things pop up, right? And I'm just going to click on one. There's a horse, and I'm just going to make it bigger. And now we got this big old horse, right? But let's just say I don't want the horse anymore. I'm going to take the horse and find the trash can, and I'm going to put him in the trash can, and then he'll disappear, right? So I can do any type of emotion that is available in GIF. Well, let's just say I want to poll my audience. Click that same icon up there, the little happy face, and then you're going to click on poll, right? So you click on poll, and it says ask a question. What question do I want to ask? Do you like my hair, right? So I wrote that, and then now I can move it down if I want to. You tripping. Stop it. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Move it down, right? And so from there, once I post it to my story, people can click yes or no, right? Well, let's just say I don't like that anymore. I want to ask a question. Well, I can hit the thing that says question. And when I go in there and say, do you like my hair? What happens is it now gives people the option to actually write me a message in that little box. And when they write me a message, it's going to send me a notification, right? And now I'll get to talk back to them, because Instagram and social media is all about engaging with your people, right? And so what better way to engage than by asking them questions? I ask them questions all the time. Was this helpful for you? Do you need anything else? Or what's going on with this? Or what's going on with that? And all of it I do typically here in my Instagram story. And so I want to show you one last thing. And I know this was a lot, but if you play around with your phone, you will be amazed at what you can do. So the thing about the swipe up feature, you guys are probably noticed people say swipe up, and you're like, well, I can't get nobody to swipe up on mine. Well, in order to have the swipe up feature in terms of going to a website, you have to have 10,000 followers or more in order to have that feature. but there is a different type of swipe feature that you can have. And you have to have Instagram TV for that. So during my last sale, I was promoting my Black Friday deals and all that. And I was just like, guys, I want y'all to hear about more of our specials. So what I did was I recorded a video for our Black Friday deals. I posted it on my Instagram TV, right? And so here, if I put Black Friday deals here now, right, I can then click on the link that's up there. See the link button? When I click on you see it on your phone, the link button, it says add call to action. I can't get them to my website, but I can get them to my Instagram TV. So I click on IGTV, and then it gives me options for all the videos that I posted to highlight that one, right? So what happens, this was my Black Friday one right here, right? So I click that one. That's the one I wanted to link to, and then I will hit done. So now the call to action has been added. But guess what else I would do? While that's there and I say Black Friday deals here, then I probably would type swipe up to see, right? Hold on. Okay, I put swipe up to see, but guess what? I'll go back to that same little icon where I found the GIFs and all that, and I will find the word GIF, G-I-F, and I will type the word swipe. And it's going to give me some emojis, emoticons that's like swipe up, right? So I just found one, and I'm placing it at the bottom of my screen, and it says swipe up. So now when someone goes and see this, they say, well, what is that about? And they swipe up, it's going to take them to that video that I linked it to. So literally, you can build your entire business here on Instagram. And I know it may sound like a lot, but this was a major, major crash course. I paid thousands of dollars to learn this, and I've spent a lot of hours learning it. But you don't have to do that. Your job now is to go, okay, I heard what she said. Let me implement what it is that she said that I should do, and you will be amazed at the results you begin to have. Now, you have to be consistent. If you don't have any followers on Instagram at this time, that's okay. You have to begin to build a following and drawing people there. And I don't have 1 million followers. I don't have 10,000 followers, but I appreciate my 5,000, and I spend time with them, you know, teaching and engaging, and then my numbers will increase over time. Okay. So that is it for today. Remember, I will highlight everything one last time. Remember about your name being cohesive. Your link should be to your opt-in. Set up your Instagram TV with the app. For videos, stories are 15 seconds. Highlights are 15 seconds. Timeline videos are 1 minute. Instagram TV is 10 minutes. Let me see what else. Hashtags, create your own, and then you can have a maximum of 30 hashtags in a post. You can do all the different things, GIFs, polls, questions, and all that in your Instagram. Oh, and the last two things is, you can actually go live on Instagram, right? Just like you go live on Facebook, you can go live on Instagram, okay, and talk to your audience. But the last thing, listen, every day I do a tip of the day on Instagram. And here's, like, as of today, this is what I'm doing. I'm sure I'll have advanced features later. But as of today, here's what I do. I take my phone, right? And then I put my hand behind my phone. Hold on, let me turn it around. I put my hand behind my phone, right? Wait, what's going on here? Oh, yeah. I put my hand behind my camera, making it black, right? And so I'll show that to you real quick. It's black, well, sort of. Hold on. Is this flipped around? Sorry. Sorry. Okay. So I will put my hand back there, making it black. What is going on? Why are you doing this? Okay. It's because I'm trying to do this with y'all watching. But I put my hand back there basically, and I will make it black. All right. And then, wait a minute. This is so funny. Okay. All right. So I put my hand back there and I make it black. Hold on. There we go. And I make it black, and then I will talk. So then I will hit the button that's for record or for a picture. And I will say, hey, everyone, this is Kia Kelly, yada, yada, yada. Right. And so Now, look what happens. It's the screen is black and I'm talking.
Yada, yada, yada. Hey everyone, this is Kia Kelly. Yada, yada, yada.
Right?
Hey everyone, this is Kia Kelly. Yada, yada, yada.
So the screen is black and now I can type on it. I type tip. Hold on. So loud. Okay, so I'll type tip of the day. All right. All right. And so my tip of the day every single day is something. And I'm talking right now through this, right? So I'll see you tip of the day. Look.
Hey everyone, this is Kia Kelly. Yada, yada, yada.
Right? And I do about 4 or 5 different things in the tips. And then I say, was this good for you? Tap yes or no. And it's a way for me to teach, serve, and engage with my audience. So my whole point in this training is it's worth investigating. It's worth learning. Okay. It's worth spending the time to do. All right. I know that this probably seemed like a lot for you and it's fast, but it's here. Like you have this now forever. I want you to rewatch this video. I want you to pause in different areas and I want you to go, oh, where is that GIF thing, the GIF? And once you do that, then unpause and go to the next place. And I want you to begin to build on Instagram. Once you do that, I want you guys to come and follow me at Kenya_Kelly and send me a DM and say, hey, I watched the training. I got it now because I want to know how you're doing. Okay.